to No Notes. I'm Colby.
And I'm Alex.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
So I've been stressing out lately.
Why?
It's almost summer.
Yeah, it's May.
And I do not know what my wardrobe is going to be.
For like our vacations?
Yes. And I think you know this about me. I'm an extremely organized person. I usually have spreadsheets and slideshow presentations for my outfits.
Yeah.
Because we're typically traveling for several weeks.
Right.
And this year, right, we're going to P-Town. And then we immediately from Boston leave for Europe. So I need to maximize like my looks. Basically.
Are you going to be doing a check bag?
I always will have like a massive, you see my big trunk, like Remova bag, but I need to maximize my looks. So there's got to be like some order and efficiency around it. But I usually know exactly what shoes I'm taking by now, everything. And I feel so uninspired this year, I think.
Yeah. And I'm running into the extra problem with like, I don't want to bring a checked bag.
Really?
Yeah. I'm trying to stay. So like realistically, I never wear all the clothes.
4 t-shirts can only take up so much room for you.
So this is what I was thinking. Okay. I will wear tanks for P-Town, cut off tanks.
Yeah. I'm doing tanks as well.
So, that's a 3/4 of a shirt only. And then knitted polos for Mallorca.
Okay.
And then hope to recycle the tanks in Barcelona. Maybe have a few extra knitted polos for like dinners.
Yeah. The hotel has laundry. It
might not be that bad. I mean, like, you know, the tanks, it's not gonna. The
thing is, like, we always want to get those Instagrammable moments.
Yeah.
And for me now, TikTok as well.
Right.
So I need some cute looks. But I don't know what it is. The designers are just not putting out anything that's calling to me lately. And last year, we were very into that warm neutral kind of look.
The creams, the beiges, the browns, olive.
Yeah, which I'm not against for this season.
But I want something new, right?
Want something new.
What is going to be the essence? What is going to be like the look of the summer?
2024.
Yeah.
Yes. Those are like the hero pieces.
Yeah.
So I will have some carryover, like classic looks from the previous year, but I need like 3 or 4 looks that hit. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I do.
And I just don't feel inspired by anything.
I'm seeing, like, I have been purchasing a lot of knitted stuff. Like you've seen me, Bodhi.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm just going to continue into that. I feel like last year my color, I was going for like a burnt sienna color. And I think this year I'm going to be going for like a mustard. Like I love me in mustard, maybe orange. But like that's the sort of color palette that I want to stick with. Maybe throw in some navy.
Yeah, I haven't decided what color I'm feeling for this year. 2 years ago, I was all about the lime. Last summer, I was into lilac. I still love both of those colors, but I need something new for this season. I haven't cracked it yet. But all that to say, I got to get my shit together. I got to figure it out.
And also, the biggest voice in fashion has spoken, Zara. And they are jumping on the Bodhi.
They are. Their latest drop is entirely Bodhi inspired. And inspired's actually even a loose term. Copied.
And the really bad thing about this is that my stuff is going to seem really dated in like 2 years.
I don't think so.
I feel like people are going to be like, oh, that was so 2024. And that wouldn't be a problem had Zara, like, or any big, quick fast fashion or whatever company.
I don't think so. I think, Bodhi is by definition kind of dated, right? Like that style is like of a certain era. It's supposed to be nostalgic and vintage. And it's not an aesthetic that speaks to everyone. So I don't think it'll date as badly as you think it will. But I don't know. I got to figure it out. I'll get back to you. I'll let you know what I'm feeling for the trends.
Are you going to be wearing Speedos?
Of course.
What? So you said you didn't like know what color for summer. I've been like looking at Speedos and I don't know what color I should do.
And that's the same problem I'm having. And not only that, the brands of Speedos is also another like subject, because I feel like the Charlie by MZ is done. Definitely don't want to see any of the Addicted ES stuff.
I think Charlie's downfall can be traced back to
Fire Island.
Yeah.
Totally.
They dragged. Yeah. Oh my God.
Because
RIP.
you know who that kind of gay is.
Exactly.
And you're like, damn, I can't do it. I can't be like that.
It's known, like everyone might have thought it, but it's been spoken out loud. And so you have to burn your Charlie.
I like
Speedos.
the other brand that you like, the Budgie Smuggler, but I don't like that they put the brand all over the ass.
Yeah, it's definitely a different marketing tool.
It feels like it's for straight guys.
I think that's why I'm attracted to like the model. I'm just like, ugh, I can get a beer with this guy. Why not? Why not buy the Speedo?
Okay, well, we only have like a month to sort it out, so maybe
we better start.
Yeah, we better get on it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we're doing shit we found online this week, right?
Oh my gosh, and I have a good one. So can I start off first?
Please.
So this week on TikTok, the Lord blessed me on my For You page by introducing me to Father Mike Schmitz. Have you seen him?
This is on TikTok?
On TikTok.
I haven't.
Father Schmitz is like a cross between it's like Glenn Powell. It's like Glenn Powell meets the other main character on Top Gun Maverick with the mustache. It's very up my alley. It's like this bearded guy. He looks very American Irish, and he is so fine. He can get it every.
It sounds like he has you ready to fall to your knees.
He is getting me ready to fall to my knees. He's making me quiver in places that shouldn't be quivering.
Okay,
if you know what I mean.
I do. It's been a long time, but I do.
Yeah, and I can see why Fleabag fell in love with the priest guy.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you for confessing that, Mama.
Yeah. Mama, kudos for speaking it into existence.
I'll have to check it out. It's been a long time since I felt the call of the Lord, but maybe.
And in the video that I saw him in, they put the background music of Lana. And it's like, please, Lord, when I get to heaven, and it's like pictures and videos of him. Oh my God.
This is nothing that gays haven't tainted.
Yeah. And I think he's gay.
Oh.
Like I will die on this hill. He's gay and he wants me. What about you? What'd you find?
Please tell me you've seen the House Hunters.
The three
daddies.
Yes. And I feel everyone's saying like they're triplets, and I'm like, I'm attracted to all three of them. All three of them.
Okay, so for the Velmas, there is like an old episode of House Hunters that's going, I won't say viral, but it's popular on gay social media. But basically, there's this guy named Mike who's shopping for a house in Austin, Texas. The name of the episode is Pumped to Purchase in Austin.
Pumping the load out.
And Mike is both an assistant professor and a bodybuilder. And he's gone to like tour these homes with his friend.
How is an assistant professor purchasing a home?
I have no idea.
He's a sex worker. Everyone take note.
He probably has an OnlyFans.
Yeah.
But he is touring homes with his friend, wink, wink.
Roommate.
No, I don't think this is a roommate. I think it's a different person.
No, it says his roommate.
I think he has a roommate, but I don't know if this other guy, I could be wrong.
Okay.
But the other guy's name is Jordan, and he's also a designer. Again, wink, wink.
I think he's straight.
And so it shows both of them. They are a certain type of white muscle daddy. Like both of them are in really fitted shirts. They're super scruffy. You would definitely see them at Folsom.
Yeah.
And then it reveals the realtor, who's literally a clone of the first two. His name's Clay.
Or a baby between the two.
Yeah, they all three share a medium-sized shirt.
Yeah. Oh, and they wear tight shirts.
Tight. For sure. They all have roid rage. They probably all met at the same gym.
And it's so funny, like the commentary that they're giving, they're like the Tiffany blue cabinets. And I'm just like it's funny to hear them. And they're like, you can knock this down. Like it's so much more precise.
They're in the bathroom at one point and they're like, it's a tight fit in here. It's just like the whole thing.
Anything's possible with a little lube.
A little lube and some poppers.
Yes.
Right? Did you see though that, because I don't think they mention anyone's like sexuality. They just mention the roommate part that you're talking about. But Mike, the guy who's shopping for a house, I guess he is now more public on Instagram. He lives in Chicago with his husband. So obviously didn't stay in Austin.
Shocking. He moved to Chicago.
Yeah, and he's super roided now. Doesn't look anything
really?
like he used to. He's
sad.
like twice the size of what he was in that reel.
He needs to listen to our body dysmorphia episode.
But I'm just obsessed with this. I love that HGTV is being so shady with their social media content lately, and I look forward to more of this kind of content.
So one of the weirdest edits from the official House Hunters TikTok, it was like it would only allow one word in, and I'm not sure what the strategy was. Did you see that one?
No.
It's the lead guy that's actually purchasing, and he'll be like, how? And then be like an edit, help, Mike. Like the sentences do not make sense. I'm like, was someone just like really drunk and just like uploading anything?
This is like when you do our captions on Insta Reels.
Yeah. Maybe a little less grainy.
All right. Well, let's get on to the main subject matter of today.
Yeah. So
Alex, I'm tired.
I was going to say May not only marks the beginning of summer, it also marks the beginning of whatever all-star version of RuPaul is coming up. So
not even that. There's so many seasons of Drag Race now. Like, so I was looking. Guess how many seasons of RuPaul's Drag Race there's been so far?
Total.
Well,
there's 16 American of just regular season.
Yeah. So what's your number for global, like all the Drag Race shows?
I would say 69.
60. There's been at least 60 seasons of RuPaul's Drag Race. It includes USA, Down Under, Belgium, Spain, France, Mexico, Holland, Germany, Italia. It goes on, and all stars of some of those as well. And my question is, when does it stop?
I think RuPaul is squeezing every single dollar out of this concept.
Yeah, it's like the RuPaul industrial complex.
You know, there's a conspiracy that the actual creator of RuPaul's was Raja. That Raja was actually the creator of it, but the network wanted RuPaul because RuPaul was more famous, and they brought Raja season 3, and she was always going to win. And like if you go back and watch the original season, one of the eliminated queens, their signature, their parting words with the lipstick was blurred out because it said like it implied like Raja was chosen by the producers to win, so they just blurred it out.
Oh, interesting.
I know that they had like a really close relationship even prior to the show.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I thought it was like a very interesting conspiracy theory. I don't know if it has like much weight to it.
So do you watch RuPaul's Drag Race?
At this point, I watch maybe 3% of the seasons. There's just too much. I actually enjoy the show, but I'm just getting fatigued. Like I cannot keep up with every season.
Yeah.
So it's like I kind of wait for a couple episodes to be released and I see what the reception is. Like this season of the regular season was stronger than the previous couple of seasons.
It definitely feels like Ru is chasing quantity over quality at this point.
Yeah.
And there's just so many seasons. And you mentioned the word fatigue. Like that's just how I feel about it. It's literally never ending. You never get a break or a pause, which I'm sure is great for Ru. But for everyone else, it's kind of exhausting.
And like we're running into this situation now with All Stars where it's none of them are like there's 1 or 2 stars.
Yeah.
You know, you can't keep coming out with an All Stars cast every single year. At some point, we're now at season 9, you're going to run out of queens.
Yeah.
All you get are like the bottom queens that got eliminated first. That's naturally what's going to happen.
Well, we're seeing this interesting dynamic too. Like Ru, obviously, like her championing of drag and RuPaul's Drag Race has had a huge impact in terms of just the awareness and acceptability of drag, right? Like every time we go to something Drag Race related, it's like 90% women, I feel like.
I was going to say, is that good?
It's a double-edged sword, right? Like,
it's good.
It's obviously more people that are supportive of the community. So that part of it is really great and I'm appreciative of that. But we're starting to see this interesting dynamic where queens aren't necessarily wanting to compete in Drag Race anymore.
San Francisco is a huge example. If you go back, there's Honey Mahogany and there was Princess Poppy.
Yeah.
But really, there's not that many San Francisco queens. It's because in the culture here in San Francisco, RuPaul is seen as like a capitalist society. It's seen as like a sellout. Like queens do not. In San Francisco
Ru has built an empire that's great for Ru, but has limited utility for like the queens.
Yeah.
And there's so many of them that have built really big careers. Maybe like they used RuPaul's Drag Race as like a marketing tool, but like Alaska Thunderfuck, for example, who's one of my favorites, is probably never going to come back on RuPaul's Drag Race because her career is so much bigger outside of Ru, and like also why give Ru a cut of it. But another example that comes to mind are, what are the two twins that were on
Sugar and Spice?
Sugar and Spice. Terrible on RuPaul's Drag Race.
Awful.
But they were really big on TikTok before that. Yeah. So just goes to show, like, you don't necessarily need RuPaul's Drag Race anymore to build this like big drag career. And so I think we've gotten to this weird place, like, I don't know, 6 or 7 seasons ago, where you were getting some really good, strong talent on there that was really upping the game. But now those that have that, they can just take that elsewhere and not have to come onto Drag Race. So you're kind of left with this pool of people that aren't really that strong. We get like one a season, maybe. Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah. I was going to say that like the golden age of RuPaul was like seasons like 5 through 9. Mm-hmm. Like that's where you get mainstream appeal so that there's a bigger casting net, but you still have a lot of great talent that hadn't been discovered at that time.
Yeah.
So like if you go back, those seasons are just so much more stronger. There's a lot more competition. I mean, Bob, Bianca, those Violet Chachki, like these winners are huge now.
Totally. And also like the bigger it's gotten, queens are coming into it. First of all, like the structure is very well known. Yeah. So, you know, it makes it easier to prepare for, but also people with like more means and resources are coming in with really big wardrobe budgets. Yeah. Like I think of like Aquaria.
Yeah.
Yeah. She won her season. Her runway looks were phenomenal, but that's because she had like the budget to go and make those looks.
Right.
I don't know. I liked there was something like a magic in the scrappier seasons, I think.
Yeah.
To your point, to the fatigue part, even if some queens are objectively really good, I think because we never really get a break from it, that it's, I don't know how to describe that, but you just never really feel, nothing feels fresh anymore. It feels like you're constantly just comparing like the same group of people.
Yeah, and like with the wheel constantly turning, some of these queens that would be getting better if there was a break aren't. I think that's what you're thinking. So like on, you know, the newest season, All Stars 9, you have a couple of queens that are only like from 2 seasons ago. Like how much have they really grown?
How much growth, right?
During those 2 years, like they
when
have
you
to
also
be
have
out
some
a
of them
long.
that it's their second time on All Stars or third or whatever. It's just too much.
Yeah. The good thing about All Stars previously was that they would only happen once every 5 years. Like there'd be 4 seasons, and then on the 5th season it'd be an All Stars. Like All Stars 2, legendary. Mm-hmm. Like the cast was stacked.
So that All Stars 2 is my favorite season of RuPaul's Drag Race. In particular, Read You, Wrote You is probably one of the true bops to come out of Drag Race.
It's so funny because like everything's just so quotable.
Oh yeah.
Everything, even the worst one, which is Roxy Andrews, it's so rotten in vocals.
Yeah.
Like the performance that it's camp.
Yeah. What were some of your favorite moments of RuPaul's Drag Race?
So the one thing I will say about drag queens in general is that they are meant to entertain. Ideally, we'd want them to not only be funny, but dress very well and have some sort of talent, right? Whether dancing, lip syncing, whatever. So I feel like even in the worst seasons, you always have a lot of really, really great quotes because the entire crop is they're drag queens.
Yeah. And so many of these quotes and phrases have become staples in like the gay lexicon.
And every year there's just like a new batch. Like a couple of episodes ago, we're talking about kudos mama for saying that. Like that's something from RuPaul. Like it's you constantly every season get these quotes that we just add, and it's really funny to see. So I have tons. So some of my favorite moments are the one I go back to very, very often is Latrice Royale.
Oh, I love Latrice.
When she's asked, Latrice, with politics or whatever being so hot, like, can you name a time when you didn't see eye to eye with someone and how you came to peace with that? And without wasting any time, she just looks over and says, about 5 seconds ago, I looked at Miss O'Hara and I realized she was ugly, and I'm at peace with that. Like, it's so basic, but it's so funny. And you see everyone, like the judges start laughing. The contestants can't hold it in. It is so funny. I love that one.
Who's the one that was really dumb in the moment that Rue's asking, how's your head?
Oh, was it Miss Fame?
Miss Fame.
Yeah.
Yes.
I asked her like 3 separate times. Oh, I don't know. Like, completely missed the joke. It's us. That's us. There's also Jinx and All-Star 7.
Oh my God. Jinx has to be one of the strongest competitors on Drag Race
time
ever.
So you said season 2 of All-Stars is your favorite. Season 7 of All-Stars is my favorite, and one of the reasons why is because of the rules that they had for that time. So it was All Stars, and the reason they could get all these people back is because there was no eliminations. So every week the same queens returned, and I think this is like a really good strategy because people don't want to be eliminated first. So if you come back to All Stars, one of the risks you have is that you get eliminated first, and it kind of tarnishes your record. But in All-Star 7, Jinx Monsoon, she has this really funny joke where she talks about doing coke off of someone's dick, and she asked, like, how big was the dick? It was so big that halfway through I stopped and thought, I am becoming my mother.
Yeah, Jinx is phenomenal. And yeah, just so many great quotes from the
her
show.
Yeah. There's also Lemon's
verse.
At Reed.
Oh.
When she looks at Priyanka, so there's the reading challenge where you have to read everyone in the room. And she looks over at Priyanka and says, Priyanka, you talk a lot about sex, but the only thing you're fucking is stupid.
That's me to you.
Yeah, it's like the best jokes are just so basic, yet they somehow work. Also, Valentina, everyone thought she was going to win season 8.
Until the mask.
Until the mask. She was in a lip sync for her life and refused to take off her mask because she didn't know the words.
Yeah. Kind of a devastating thing because, to your point, I sort of also expected that Valentina was the clear front runner for that season. And honestly, ever since that moment, I've never really come around to Valentina again.
Completely tarnished. She might have been a fantastic competitor up to that point, but that completely changed it.
Another one I really love is Bindala Creme.
Oh, she's so many. She's so smart.
I love the skit that's the Bitchler. Is that All Stars 3? I think it's All Stars 3.
Which she was paired up with Kennedy.
And they're in the hot tub.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. I absolutely love that whole skit. I think is really great. And you know which queen I really want more of? And I think she's just not going to come back.
Is it Kimchi?
Gigi Good.
Oh, yeah.
Obsessed with Gigi Good. Her looks were just so beautiful and very high fashion in a different way than Aquaria, right? Both of them had very high fashion looks, but Gigi Good had a narrative and it was super polished. I just loved Gigi Good and I really want her to come back into All Stars.
Yeah, I think I could only see her coming back when it's a non-elimination because to your point, she made it to the end. She probably should have won. I think she had probably the most wins.
Another one that I thought was the clear frontrunner of her season. And I don't even remember. It was one look that sent her home, right? And it wasn't even a bad look. I feel like
she made it to the end, to the
finale. I don't remember that.
Yeah.
But I loved Gigi Good.
She was one of the
finalists.
No, it was the pandemic season, so they had the recordings.
That's right. That's what it was.
And Jada somehow squeaked by, but Jada's a great queen as well.
That actually was the 2020 season, right? And they had to do them by Zoom call.
The weirdest way.
Yeah, to judge.
They should have just not have done it.
It felt like one of those things where once again Ru had already just determined who the winner was.
Yeah.
I don't know.
weird.
That was a shame. Love Gigi Good.
Yeah, and then the of course Sasha Velour.
I have this written down. This is my favorite reveal of any of them.
It's the most iconic one. I mean, just like you don't expect it.
You don't expect it, but also Sasha's delivery. I mean, like the emotions are like truly there.
It's the perfect song for this type because it's, you know, it's like a build up to it. She reveals it quick, and then so the people that don't know, she has these gloves. She has petals that come out when she takes off the gloves. So one by one, she takes them off and reveals petals. But the most amazing part is when the song really builds up. She takes off her wig and it reveals, you know, more rose petals coming
out. Tons of them.
And it's just, it was delivered so well. You do not expect it because she's not wearing anything.
And nothing's coming out. Like it's obviously very well secured.
Yeah.
It's the opposite of the queen that like had all those dead butterflies.
Oh, and I love that they zoom in on Miss Vanjie and she's just like, ooh. That looked, really good. What did you think about the winner of the most recent
Nymphia win? I actually loved Nymphia win, and
I did too.
Again, this season is kind of what I was saying earlier, where I just think most of the talent's kind of mid. But Nymphia from the beginning for me was like, okay, if someone's gonna win this season, it's got to be Nymphia.
Yeah.
And I do think she showed a lot of growth throughout the season.
Yeah.
And I was really happy to see that she won.
Yeah, she's exactly what I want to see in a winner.
Yes.
You know, I think
good
she's the first Asian American to win.
Yep. Like really great attitude. Yeah. She had all the sort of earmarks, I think, of like a winner. So like Aquaria, I've mentioned a number of times. I really hate just a look queen.
Yeah.
I like someone that can give you the full diverse range because again, you're an entertainer, as you mentioned. And so I love someone that has the comedy. I love someone that's quirky. I love a little bit of like the underdog aspect of it too. So like a Jinx Monsoon and a Sasha Velour, just someone that like a lot of the other contestants thought were weird.
Yeah.
I love when that kind of contestant wins.
Do you think that there are certain, like, what do you think is the most important? Like, if you had to choose one talent, what do you think would be the most important thing for RuPaul's Drag Race?
I mean, I think being able to be a strong comedian is probably the most important for me.
I agree.
Because I think drag is humorous. Yeah. Like, I think it's interesting that some of these newer, younger queens, they take the look aspect of it very serious, but
their comedy, I think that's what happens in the later seasons, is that there's just
too much emphasis on the look piece of it.
They're not that funny.
Because again, like with the right kind of budget, I feel like most people can become like they can be a look queen.
Yeah.
But that's not necessarily talent per se. I love these ones that just, they have a full, robust personality and it's comical. And I think if you take drag too seriously, it's just not fun.
Yeah, I think that's what made the earlier season so fun to watch and see the queens succeed, is that there wasn't this huge business out of it.
Yeah. Well, like, I mean, we talk about the fantasy when it comes to drag, and yes, there is like a fantasy aspect of it, but like at the end of the day, to me, drag's goal is like not for you to convince me that you're a woman, right? It's like, that's just not the
like we know it's a man in a wig. So I have a question for you.
Okay.
If I were a drag queen, what do you think my name would be?
Oh, I've actually thought about this.
Okay. What do you think?
I don't know if you're ready for this, Alex. I really don't. So thanks to the power of AI.
Oh no.
I actually already have a photo of you in drag.
Oh God. I want to know what picture you used.
I am really excited to introduce to the world Miss Michelle Ada Tahine.
Let me see. Oh, wow. And this chick has some, her sides are hanging out of the dress.
I think it's a great photo of you.
It vaguely, you know what? Like, it just kind of looks like it really doesn't look like me.
Well, it's you in drag.
This is so funny.
How do you feel about the name, though?
I hate it.
Do you get it?
Did you say Michelle Tahine?
Miss Michelle Ada Tahine. So say the first and middle name together quickly.
Wait, what?
Miss Michelle Ada Tahine.
Ada Tahine?
Yeah, it's like michelada.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if you squint your eyes a little bit, you can kind of see it.
I think it's fantastic. I think the photo of you is gorgeous. We'll post it.
Yeah, this is a good one.
Up on our reels. And I have to give a quick plug to Ryan for generating this image of you. But yeah.
Also, I'm a cheap queen. I'm looking at this picture.
Is that shocking to you? I
have no chi-chis. Like, I didn't spend any money on a breastplate. No padding. I have this is like season 2. This is what the girls in season 2 would be wearing.
That makes sense for you though.
Yeah, I'm just wearing a dress, no pads, a top. Like, what was I thinking? How did I get on? The talent really ran dry. Okay.
So what would my drag queen name be?
Well, I don't know how to live up to that, but I thought your name would be 2 words. And, since you're so into like luxury fashion, it has to be related to that. So 2 words, her mess. Great. Do you love it? Her mess. Her mess. Please welcome to the stage, her mess. And then the entire performance, you just throw shit, like make a mess on the floor.
I just smash things.
Yeah, and leave.
It's more performance.
Yeah,
performance.
Yeah, this is definitely San Francisco Oasis Saturday nights. People write reviews. New York Times are there. Like, this is like the new talent. That's what you should do for your talent show. Well, just thinking.
I see that your brain worked overtime to come up with this name.
Her mess.
So I look forward to the combined show of Her Mess and Miss Michelle Adatahine coming to you soon.
We should reveal that for a pride party or something.
Actually, or at Palm Springs Pride, if we just surprise everyone with a co-performance.
I'm just imagining you looking like Tina Belcher. Like, that's your drag persona, and mine's Bailey James.
Oh my god. Okay, well, so we have another All Stars coming, season 9.
Yeah.
So I thought it'd be fun for us to sort of guess who the winner is going to be.
Yeah.
So what I'm thinking is, have you seen the intro looks for the queens yet?
I haven't. I've seen the cast, but I have not seen the actual entrance video or looks.
Okay. I haven't seen the intros either.
Okay.
So I have with me here some whiteboards. So,
oh no, I'm transported to 3rd grade.
I know. I figured you would like this. So I'm going to give you a whiteboard. We're each going to have one. I'm going to pull up the intro looks.
Okay. Are we going to watch it together?
We're going to watch it together.
How are we going to grade?
So
what's the criteria?
Yeah. So we're going to watch each queen's entrance look. Then we will each reveal our
score. Okay. Is it 1 out of 10?
So we're going to use the CUNT methodology, charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent, as Mother Rue would dictate. Mm-hmm. This is obviously very scientific, so just give whatever score you want. Again,
very objective.
0 through 10.
Okay.
When I say when, we'll hold up our scores.
Okay.
And then at the end of it, whoever of the 8 contestants has the highest total score is who we predict to be the winner of All Stars.
Now, can I consider their performance on the previous seasons that they were in?
Sure.
Okay.
So let's load this up. All right, this is our first contestant.
Oh my God.
This is Gottmik.
Do you remember when she got Seek and canceled at Oasis?
Yes, I'm loving the hair. So she has this sort of like chessboard, checkers sort of board, white and black hair.
I love that she's doing the white makeup. That's very her. It's the original JoJo Siwa.
The makeup looks a little more polished. Okay, so let's give our score for Gottmik's entrance look.
Okay.
All right, let's reveal your rating for Gottmik.
3, 2, 1.
What are you?
I'm a 9.
I'm an 8.
Okay. Gottmik. She's also the good thing about Gottmik is that she's funny and she looks like she's a comedy queen. Plus, she has the look, so she's already gonna be like a top contender. on this season. The only thing is she has 2 left feet. That's the only thing weighing her down.
All right, so we have our next contestant. Who is this? Oh, this is Roxy Andrews.
Roxy Andrews, still getting paid in pounds, I see. What do you think her criminal record would be?
She definitely has gone to jail for skipping the bus fare. What is this look, though?
Yeah, man, she is not skimping out on those Botox appointments.
Does it look like that the look has really evolved at all?
No, it's giving very like season 6. It's very, I would expect more. This is a very,
so it looks like a very like fake Balenciaga chain necklace, and then this weird sort of faux leather
thong
jacket skirt combo.
Yeah,
I don't know how to feel about this.
It's not good. I haven't seen improvement. This doesn't seem money.
She's here to make it clear, but I'm not sure what it is she's making clear. Okay, so let's give our rating.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
What did you get? 3? I get 5.
3. Okay.
I don't know. I felt like it could go either way. I mean, she did make it to the top group in All Stars.
Yeah. Yeah, she did. I should have taken that into consideration. So, yeah, this is her 3rd season. The previous 2, she's made it to the top finale. So she's going to do well. I just don't think she's a look queen, but she can do everything else. She can dance. She can't sing, but she can dance.
The look has not evolved.
At all.
So, okay.
So, we also have to talk about the fact that she is the first queen to reveal a wig underneath a wig, which at the time, legendary. No one had ever done that. That's something that every season a queen does. And it's like, it's a Roxy Andrews
And to
original.
the song, Whip My Hair Back and Forth, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Genius. Okay, I think we have our next look coming up. All right. Oh, the next one, Miss Vanjie.
Miss Vanjie.
Oh.
So I think it's very her. It's very playful. I don't know if I like it as an entrance look.
It's giving Staten Island, not housewife, but wannabe housewife.
Yeah.
I see is it some cheetah or leopard print? I see a lot of mixed.
The color, there's hot pink.
Hot pink.
Yeah, it's very East Coast MILF, which is her style. She's she's very funny. She has a very strong personality. She is terrible with design.
Mm-hmm.
So I know for All Stars, there's at least a third of the challenges have to deal with design. So I don't think she's going to make it to, all the way.
Yeah. Did she do Cardi B on Snatch Game?
Was it Cardi B or Rosie O'Donnell?
I cannot remember. Those are quite different.
Yeah, I think it might be Cardi B, but we'll
okay,
see.
So let's go ahead and give our rating. And
3, 2, 1.
What was yours?
6.
Oh, 6.
Twinsies.
Yeah. I feel like with someone like Vanjie, it could go either way because she can be quite funny at times. Yeah. And maybe she's hired someone to help her with her looks. So
she has to memorize the measurements.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Miss Vanjie. Miss Vanjie.
All right. Our next contestant's coming up, and this is
Snoop Dogg?
Angeria Paris Van Michaels?
Yeah, Angeria.
I kind of like the look though.
No, yeah, this is a great look. The wig is what is it? So she is wearing this wig that's huge, and it's crimped hair.
Yeah,
it's probably weighs 20 pounds. It's huge. She's wearing this it's almost like
it's very moto.
Yeah, very much next level Janet Jackson.
Yeah, hot pink. It is maybe studded. I can't really tell.
It's stunning.
Yeah, it's really interesting. And honestly, for her, pretty different, I think, than some of the things I saw in her season. Yeah, it seems a little bit edgier.
Yeah, she was giving a lot of prom or pageant queen looks.
Pageant queen. Yeah, this seems like an evolution.
Edgy. Yeah, okay. So this is good.
Okay, let's do
3, 2, 1.
What'd you give?
8.
7.5.
Okay. Yeah. I think she's going to do well. She's funny. She's very confident. I don't think her lip syncs were that great. I think she was a parquet and lip sync girl, but she's funny, so she'll get far.
Ooh, our next contestant is Nina West.
Oh yeah, she's giving.
I love the hair. She's got this big sort of bouffant kind of gingery hair. The outfit's a little clown.
Yeah, it's giving Starburst, like the pink and orange one.
Yeah, it's got some like sort of ruffled look to it. Yeah. And very clown colors, white, red, orange.
Yeah, I think it's the thing about Nina West is I've never been like a huge fan of Broadway girls and RuPaul, and like I think they overact. And I know RuPaul sometimes finds them funny or flat, and I think on her season she found her really funny.
I think she's really funny.
I don't know. I don't know.
Can I admit something though?
She looks like in this image. She looks like the baby from Rugrats.
Oh my gosh! Can I admit something though?
What?
I always confuse her with Tina Burner. Which didn't we see her in Provincetown?
We saw Tina. She was like, "Take the fucking flyer."
Okay. Let's give our rating based on this look.
3, 2, 1.
5. 6.5.
Yeah.
I never said that we could do point ratings, but you know what? I'm a rule breaker, and
here we are.
With some of these queens, you only get half points. So.
She looks like Tina Burner there.
Yeah. Okay, our next contestant is Plastique Tiara.
Plastique. She's big on TikTok. She is a looks queen, and she's very popular for a reason. Like she looks.
I think this is a beautiful look.
Yeah, she looks amazing. Her makeup is done so well. This look.
It's kind of like
it looks expensive.
It is giving a little bit of bridal, but I think it's like because of the headpiece. But she's wearing this like sort of champagne sheer sort of dress that's corseted, and it's got some embroidery on it, and then in her hair she's got this sort of beaded, almost pearl-like kind of embroidery. But her makeup is flawless.
Amazing. She's giving fish.
Does she tuck though? It looks a little hefty
meaty
in the front. Yeah, a little meaty tuck.
No, she's flat. It's a flat. No, she's doing well. The thing about her though is that she's not very funny.
So just a look queen.
She's a look queen.
I honestly don't remember many of her. Like I don't remember her in Snatch Game or anything, which again tells me that she probably wasn't that funny of a queen.
Yeah. I don't think she. I think she's like funnier outside of. Yeah, she's not.
Is she a lip sync assassin?
No.
Oh
no.
Okay, you ready for the rating?
Yeah. God, this one's gonna be hard because her look was really good. 3, 2, 1. 7.
Okay.
Yeah, this look is probably the strongest. The only thing that is weighing her down is I don't think her track record was that great. I don't think she's gonna make it I don't think she'll be in the top. But she's pretty.
All right, our next contestant is
Georgia's. Okay, so this look is very her. I will say that.
Is it giving growth though?
I think her makeup is really good.
How would you describe this look?
It's giving Selena went through wood chopper.
It snagged some of her clothing.
There's a lot of holes. It's skin tight. It's red. It's something Selena material would wear. Love the thigh high boots. I really like the hair. Her makeup is fantastic. Would I have loved to see her in maybe more of a gown or something with a little bit more material? Yes. But I think she looks amazing, and this is very Georgia's.
It's giving little boy in a dress though. It doesn't feel feminine enough.
Okay. Yeah. I can see that.
There's like no padding that I see.
Yeah. She's giving all natural body.
Which is basically twink body.
Yeah. She was lip sync assassin.
Okay.
To the max. She won, I think, 3 lip syncs. She's not funny.
I remember that she's not funny. I actually remember I found her kind of off-putting in her season.
Yeah, she's not funny. She won the design challenge, and it wasn't very different from what she's wearing on this one. Rue was going for the minimal material look.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Ready for a rating?
Yeah.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
6.
4.
Okay.
Damn, 6.
6 because I don't think she's gonna make it very far.
Isn't that what you gave?
Plastique. Nina.
Isn't that what you gave Nina West?
Yeah, but Nina West has a really good track record. So that
That's what I'm saying. So why did you give them both a 6?
Because she, I think, looks kind of good.
Okay, so you're rating Nina West on her humor and Georgia's...
It's my opinion.
Well, your opinion's wrong. Okay, and our final contestant, who is this?
This is Chanel. She's from season 1 and All Stars 1.
Oh man, I don't even know if I'll be honest with you. I don't know that I ever completely watched season 1 or All Stars 1. Those eras of RuPaul Drag Race are rough.
The footage is really hard to see, much like our videos sometimes that I upload.
But what do you think of this look though?
It's not my favorite. I don't like the color. She was known for wearing snakes on her season. So
it hasn't changed.
Yeah. So she's wearing like a reptile like material. It's like a hunter green.
Yeah. Hunter or forest green kind of look. It's kind
Medusa,
of, I was going to say it's in between Medusa and an Ursula kind of look.
Yeah.
Based on the hair.
Yeah. It's not my favorite. It's on brand. She is probably in her late 40s at this. I mean, like, this is 16 years ago that she came out. So, you know, she looks good.
It's definitely giving old school RuPaul though.
Yeah.
And I always kind of feel bad when Ru brings back these queens from this long ago because they seem to be very stuck in an old school style of drag. And I feel like they just don't have a fair shot against some of these new school girlies.
Yeah. And not to like hate on older people, but they don't move like Georgia's. You know?
Well, I mean, if they end up in a lip sync, it's highly unlikely that they're going to be doing all the splits and things that end up saving someone like Georgia's. So it feels a little bit unfair.
Yeah. Yeah. I a lot of the times they're really funny and they have a different perspective, but they comparatively, like even her makeup, like look at it.
Yeah.
It doesn't look as good as what Plastique is doing. Like it kind of looks flat to me.
All right, so let's give it a rating.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
2.5.
I give her 5.
Oh, wow.
I give her a 5 because I know that in All Stars, she made it to the top.
All right, well, that's all 8. So let's tally this up real quick.
I think I know who's going to win.
Wait.
That'd be the king of the keys.
I put these as who was the second? Oh, Roxy. Okay. All right, so we're going to list the top 4.
Okay.
Who we think are going to be the top 4 based on our scores. So in 4th place, we have Vanjie with a total score of 12.
Okay.
Then we have Plastique Tiara is a 14.
Okay.
Angeria with a 15.5.
Mm-hmm.
And then do you know who the winner is? Gottmik with a score of 17.
Yeah. Gottmik, as soon as I saw Gottmik on the list, like I was like, she's gonna win.
Well, I thought that was fun.
Yeah.
Do you think that our predictions are fairly accurate?
If I had to, so I think Gottmik is gonna win.
I think
for
so
sure. Too. She's funny and she has looks, like she can design anything. So I think that's gonna put her on top. The only person I would say maybe has a good shot would be Roxy Andrews, just because she's in the 2 previous seasons she's been on the top.
Yeah. My only change is like based on our ratings, like Nina West and Vanjie are almost tied.
Yeah.
And I just think like depending on how the challenges are structured, if there's more that like rely on comedy, I think Nina West would out Vanjie.
Vanjie can't design.
Yeah, or design. I mean, she really doesn't do much other than say Miss Vanjie. So
Miss Vanjie. So yeah, I think these are, that's.
Yeah, I feel really good about the top one though. I feel pretty strongly that Gottmik is going to win.
Yeah.
But
and I'm really excited that no queens are going to be going home. I think that's the only way. This cast, comparative to like the season 8 All Stars, is much better. A lot of these queens like did really well, and they're able to get them back because they're not going to get eliminated. So it's very fun to see someone like Gottmik, who is really, really funny. Her confessionals are really funny, and there's no risk of getting rid of that. Like we're going to see them all, so it's going to be good.
Yeah, well, it'll be fun to see how the season plays out and
see if our predictions
are accurate. And I don't know, maybe we'll have to keep doing this for more Drag Race seasons. We know it's not going to end. Have you ever seen Futurama?
Yeah.
You know the heads and tanks?
The skin that's like...
No, like they have like the president and dead celebrities' heads
and they can
tanks.
still talk, yeah.
We're going to have Rue like that for like season 400 of Drag Race. So we have a long runway here.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, we'll keep on watching and we'll see you guys all next week.
See you next week.
Bye.
Hey, it's Colby and Alex here. Thank you for listening to No Notes.
If you enjoyed the show, don't forget to follow us wherever you get your podcasts and share with your friends.
You can also follow us on Instagram at No Notes Pod, one word, where you'll find updates on new episodes and see more into our lives and the stories that we share with you on the show.
Your support means the world to us. Until next time, keep it real and keep it queer.